In Creo Parametric, sometimes you want to take all the files for an assembly or a drawing and put them into a single folder. There are a couple of reasons for this. For one thing, you might be collaborating with someone else and you want to take all those different files and put them into a single folder so that you can zip it up. And another scenario, well, let's take a look at a reason. I have retrieved this large assembly. It opens in red. If we take a look at the notification center, I have 110 warnings, including regeneration failures, missing models, and outdated pipe solids. So I need to clean all this up. Furthermore, let me go to my folder browser, my working directory. If you take a look at the different objects that I retrieved, you can see that we have our version numbers all over the place. I see 2s, 3s, 11s, 1s, 5s, whatever. So we have a bunch of different version numbers for the objects in here. So let me go about cleaning this up, and then I will come back. Okay, so I have cleaned up this assembly. I am down to one notification. Yes, I still have a circular reference. Maybe I'll live with that. Maybe I'll deal with it later. But I found all the different missing models. And sometimes you're missing models because you're using search paths or a search.profile, or maybe you're using Windchill. So now that I've got everything in here, I want to get everything into one single folder. To do that, we're going to use the backup command. I will go to the File drop-down menu and then Save As, and here we have the Save a Backup command. Back up an object to the current directory. So I will click on it, and now it is showing me my working folder. Let me go to a higher level folder, and I'm going to create a new folder for this. Let me go to Organize, a new folder, and I'm going to call this Safe Copy, where I'm going to put everything and click the OK button. And so now that is the active folder. And here we have the file name of the original source assembly, and backup to, well, it's just got a dot because it's going to use the same name of the top level assembly and all the individual components. Let me click the OK button. And now it is saving all the different models associated with that assembly to that folder that I just created. In the message area, I now have an indication that the assembly has been saved. Let's take a look at that new folder. Let me go to my folder browser, and I'll choose Working Directory. Let me find the new folder that I created. Here it's called Safe Copy, and I've got all the different files. Let me go to the Tools drop-down menu, and I'll choose All Versions. And before, these had a variety of different numbers. They're like .11, .5, .4, .3. When you perform the backup, everything gets stored to the .1 if it's got a version number on it at all. You'll notice that I have a bunch of family table instances. Those ones don't have any dots in there. But again, I've got everything that I need or someone else would need in order to access this assembly. So I can take this folder, I can zip it up, and I can use it to collaborate with someone else. So that's how you use the backup command.